Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off in Detroit. Return starts at the 9. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 32-yard line.
And what type of activities, then don't you get involved? Hey, what? How many should I seen them all? Take a risk or take a trip, long tripping for my dog.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another one for Gibbs. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's 16 yards on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Straight ahead with Williams. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down. So no gain.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Changing it up here, Jackson. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Dan, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays in some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. He is down to the 30-yard line. 21 yards on the play. That is good for a Detroit 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice rotten catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a 1st down from the 30. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Jackson off the play action. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. It would be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves it can stop it.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Another carry for him. Rolling into enemy territory. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down now, ball at the 33. He's going to throw this one. Couldn't find a completion on first down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Here's the handoff. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. So it's going to be 3rd down.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Well, not surprising that his reputation preceded him here, Brock. They got double coverage on him to try and slow him down.
Yeah, that's what you get. When you're this good and you're this talented, you're going to get the attention, especially early in the game. Now, what kind of adjustments can you make offensively?
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score, maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Starting from the 5. He lost the football. team. Now, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right? At a young age, you're always coaching those guys. Hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
Airing it out to start this drive. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
The give here on second. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got third down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Lions in the nickel. This is third down. Throwing now out of the shotgun. It's his running back. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Slot man motioned over. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings hold a slim 2-point lead early. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere. You start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance, and they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings push their lead to 3.
Justin Tucker is set to kick off.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Big strike here to Williams. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got a first to begin the frame. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. This is Gibbs on second down. Gets it to the 15. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a second quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
Lions 14. Vikings 10.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They're going play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Motion man right is Jefferson. Throwing now off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Motion man right is Jefferson. 3rd and long for him here. And the Lions are there to bring him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Carlos Waitman will kick it away. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate, but it's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Again, it's Gibbs. Still has some space inside the 35. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. A big 34-yard pickup there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Up the gut they go with Williams. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12. They'll air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Big gain, 14 on the play. That is good for Detroit first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
This one left for Lamar. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Here's Lamar. Screen here for Gibbs. And this is down all the way to the 3.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. The Lions leading here at Ford Field. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That pass is tipped, and they'll get to it for the interception. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
First and 10. Their own 16-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw. Swatted away by the defense.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Completion. They come up on 2nd and 10. Back to throw now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
To the air on 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and long. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. Takes this one at the 40. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At the 50-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Taken in by Williams outright. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
6-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Now here's Lamar. Dumped off to his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Jackson's going to throw again. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Completed to his running back. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Lamar throwing again. Chased out to his right. And the defender comes away with it. Byron Murphy picks it. And the Vikings will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Only 17 seconds left for them as they begin this drive. To the air now on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Going for Higgins, but it's intercepted. And the Lions will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
The Lions take over.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really, it just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Points off takeaways. Usually a bigger stat, Kate, on the hardwood, that other sport that you call. But it's a big one in football, too. And those 3 should pay dividends.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. His return starts at the 5. This makes it up to the 25. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who are going to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometimes as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Looking in the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of the main character, they reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. and long. They're going to throw. And no luck there. That throw falls to the ground. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Starts the return at the 34. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
49-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and netted some positive yards.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Yo. Ready. Finish it up. Good. Ready. Finish up. Sit up.
Running this one left. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. This one's sent up for Lamar. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
What's that saying, Kate, about discretion? Discretion is the better part of valor. Well, decision-making for quarterbacks is so critical. In that time, excellent discretion. Protect yourself, get the first down, and live to play another day.
Set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, they'll run. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you can take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3.
Yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs, in fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Ready. Go.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
You.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions push their lead further to start the half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14.
Vikings 10.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now throw to start the drive. On the move, headed right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. They connect on the deep shot. They're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set it down. So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's first down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
First and 10 from the 32. Setting up to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit block, and it's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, they kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing from the gun. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And they come through with a sack to bring around third down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Here he goes, third and long. He's trying to push the field. And the touchdown is dropped. He had it for a moment in the end zone, but just couldn't secure it. What a chance for him. That's a rough incompletion to stomach. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Get up on my level, I'm setting them straight to hell. We all in your city, your name ain't ringing the bell. All this motion on my cell, you would think I got it for sale. It was Friday, I met him up by the shell.
Let's try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
Hey, Alpha, Str8! Ready! Ready, Chuck!
Jackson trying again on second down. Jump off caught by his back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
For big yards on the right side. He's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down. So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one. And they've got the football too. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, it's Gibbs. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. Gain of 30 yards on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10.
Go ahead. Go. Sit up.
Now a Gibbs running right. Dropped by the first guy he's met. No gain on that first down run.
The thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Lamar now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush a passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And drawn up here for Lamar. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. 4 yards to pick up that time, partner. They're set up closer. 4th and goal upcoming.
Hey, that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there. I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Fields this one at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Motion man right is Jefferson. Back to pass on 1st and 10. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Now they send their back in motion right. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like... Last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw, almost an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Third and long for him here. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Desperation time here. Connecting on the slant. Going the other way, Lions have it. That return loses a chunk, actually, but they still win the snap as they take it away on the fumble. Oh, this is tough. Don't let it be lost here that their call on fourth actually works. They got the first down, and then they fumbled.
Kate, that's like saying the dinner looked so good before the waiter dropped the plate. The results were there as designed, but one mistake took it all away.
Oh, man. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up second and 20 at the 31-yard
Shotgun snap to
line.
Jackson. Called in by Worthy, right side. It's a foot race. At the 20. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Sideline shot snagged by Hawkinson. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play actually gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Higgins downfield, and he has it. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Working now from the gun. Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
They'll run here from the gun. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Vikings hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Lions going to the dime look here on 3rd down. 6 DBs out there. Air it out on 3rd. Trying to push deep downfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigated on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
They're going to pass it here. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
18. That's good for our Lions. First down.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. He's got a man left. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Detroit Lions.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
A design run. Jackson keeping it. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. Offense up to the line fast.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Throws caught. And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate. Big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. That one connects. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions continue piling it on here in the 4th. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. You've got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm.